Hey, hello speakers. How are you? Welcome in this 13th episode of our podcast, GST podcast. Why you do what you do. And today I have a very special guest. So wait a minute, I will bring her in. Wait. Okay, let's find out. Come on, darling. I send you an invitation. I hope you are in here. So come on, I want to see you. Come on, Joanne. I know you are in here, so show yourself. I send you an invitation. Hello. Thank you. You are here. Give me a buzz and answer my invitation because I invited you. So, are you in mobile? Because, come on. I know you can do it. We done it already. So, come on. I send you the invitation, so now it's up to you to answer me. So come on, Joanne, come on, and you can do it. So wait a second. Come on, Joanne, get out. Come on. So before Joanne sets up the stage, let me tell you something about Joanne. Joanne is an incredible soul, an amazing speaker, a very serious and professional uh, presence. And yes, I did invite you. I will search it again. Let me see, Joanne. Yes, you are invited. So I send you an invitation, Joanne. So Joanne is a very impressionant soul. I mean, she literally impressed me a lot because of her care or loving. Hey, hello, Joanne. You came aboard. How? Thank you and welcome to this event just for you. So, you know that I send you an invitation. I cannot send you one because you already are invited. Okay, so yes, yes. Come on, let me see your.
Here we are.
Oh, oh my God, baby girl.
Here we are. Here we
How
are.
are
Here
you
we are.
today?
I'm
Yes,
wonderful
lastly,
today. How about
here
you?
we are. Wonderful because I'm in my nature, in my very wild
Yes,
nature, talking to you.
yes, I know.
So
I know
how was
once
your
you're,
morning?
it's beautiful. It's beautiful weather here in Trinidad and Tobago today. The sun is out, shining. I may not be in the nature, but I'm enjoying the nature from indoors.
That is fantastic. I know because in here it's very warm as well. Last couple of days was a little bit wintry, but now it's very
Right.
warm and I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying. And
Very nice. Very
yes,
nice.
I wanted
I
to.
know you can have extremes of weather over there.
Yeah, yeah, it can be from day to day. So until the winter, that will be pretty much. So how are you today? At what hour do you wake up in the morning? Because I know there is 9 o'clock a.m.
It's actually um it's actually 10:20 now because we're still an hour ahead. We don't set our clock back like in the United States and
Oh,
the United Kingdom.
oh,
So we are still on standard time, on Atlantic Standard Time actually.
mm-hmm.
So it's actually 10:21.
Oh, I got. Okay, I got
Yeah.
now. I understand. So, you are
Yes.
very, 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 very beautiful, very pretty today. I love you very much. Well, I love you all the time, but now you are special. So special.
But well, you are everyone's favorite on the channel because you bring such warmth and
Oh, no,
personality
Albert.
and love and just positive energy to the channel, in everything that you do. We love you so much. We all love you.
Oh, deep, deep gratitude. And I think we all are each other's favorite. Not me. I'm not so different from any of us here. So everybody is everybody's favorite. That is more like it. Uh, shall we begin,
Well, you know what?
dear love?
We shall. We shall. Let us begin.
Okay. Okay. So let's start with the first question. Who are you really, and
Mhm.
how do you enlighten the world with your magical light?
Okay. Well, had you asked me that, if you had asked me who I am, um, maybe 2 years ago, just before the pandemic, I would have had a totally different response. I think my who I am would have revolved largely around what I do. Very often when we ask who we are, we define ourselves by what we do. And I used to be, I am a trained
Yes.
management professional. I have both my undergraduate degree and my master's degree is in management. And I've been in leadership, I've been in corporate leadership for all of my career prior to the pandemic. With the pandemic, that came to a screeching halt, and so the wool was snatched from underneath me, as the saying goes. The rug was pulled from underneath me, as the saying goes, with the loss of my corporate job. That set me on a journey to discover who, not what I do, but who I was. And it's amazing how very often in the midst of an unfortunate event, that can be quite traumatic, and I must admit it was traumatic at first, it sends us on a quest to discover who we really are. So the person that I am now is seeking, just what you said, the word, how do I enlighten? Well, I am seeking enlightenment. I am a person who I am now striving to be the best version of myself that I can possibly be. And I hope that doesn't sound pretentious, because it really, really, really is. Since that traumatic event, I've gone on a search to discover what really is my mission, something that I had not asked myself in the last decade, I would say. What is my vision for myself and who I wish to be? One can say I was significantly out of alignment with who I really am. So that caused me to search for myself. And, I turned to enlightened people like Neville Goddard, like Dr. Joe Dispenza, I drew from the teachings of Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks, from Florence Scovel Shinn, and people like them to turn inward. Prior to that, I always thought, like most of us humans do, we seek validation, and our sense of reality is heavily influenced by what goes on the external. But my experience then caused me to start looking within to discover who I am, to discover my power, and to bring that power to manifest in completely different ways from the way I used to show up in the world, to manifest and show up in the world. So that's who I am. I am a being seeking alignment, seeking enlightenment, and seeking to be the very best version of myself so that I can have a better impact on the world around me.
Oh my God, this is incredible because and thank you so much for sharing that with us, because I know from a very uh, from my own experience, I understand that with the pandemic hit and put the world on a pause, we all are feeling very lost, and we all are waking more and more and more now, because we got time to do that. We got time to think and to ponder and to search and to seek enlightenment and to seek who we are as a soul. And that is fantastic. That I think is the best outcome of this pandemic. If there is any, this is one, and very important. So thank you very much for your story. Yes, I am a person like you searching to know who I am. Maybe not enlightenment because it's too far fetched for me, but we all are we all are on this quest to know who, who we truly are and how we can serve the world. And like you said, I like to serve the world now through a positive and laughing enjoyment to everybody. You serve the world with your positive vibe from there. So everybody has a little or major role in this world, because um, when in the midst of pandemic, when all this family grow from the ashes of the pandemic, I realized, I am speaking for myself, I realized that we all are so global. Nobody is alone anymore, and that is the most fantastic thing. So, okay, I'm talking too much. Let's go further. Um, let's go to the next question. Now, it's the most important question: why and why are you doing what you are doing now?
Okay, well, the thing about it is that, like I said, becoming the person that I now wish to become, I do believe that I will show up in the world as a much better person. While in my professional life, I did influence people. I influenced people both who were above me in the rank, and both people both my peers, those above me, and my subordinates. I did influence them because I always held very high ideals for myself. And I always like in my own growth and development, even my professional development, I always like bringing people along with me. I think it is the role of a leader to always lead people upwards. It's not about you. It's about, at the end of the day, what legacy can you leave, even in your professional life? Your legacy must be that you leave people better off from interacting with you. You leave them all the better for coming under your influence, for the guidance that you would have provided, for whatever positive things you would have brought into their life. That energy, leave them more energized, more informed, more equipped you know, you name it, higher vibrating people. And I use that term now. That perhaps is not a term that I would have used, like I said, 2 years ago. But we all, Andrea, you know, I know, and so many of the members of our community understand the importance of positive vibration, resonating on a much higher frequency, existing on a much higher frequency, and the impact that has on others. So what impact do I want to leave in the world? You know what? These teachings that I have, I would say fairly recently come across, if only I knew them, you know, years and years ago, my life would be different. My life would be different. I would understand, I would have understood long ago what my true purpose, vision, and mission was for my life. I would have understood more about, okay, how do I set goals towards the accomplishment of that higher self that I'm now aspiring to be? So what I would love to do is bring those teachings to younger people much earlier in their lives, so that they don't have to waste any of their years, of their formative years. So that is a dream of mine, to actually do that. I share this with the people. I'm by no means an expert. I'm growing, I'm learning, but I live in a certain energy every day, and I carry that energy, and I disperse that energy wherever I go. And like I said, my dream is to formally bring that into, you know, the spheres of education, and even in the profession, in academia, to help assist that growth and that enlightenment that we're all in search of. And I do believe that we can, in fact, make the planet a better place as a result.
Wow, that is really an awesome, amazing, incredible why. Yes, ooh, that is big. So congratulate you. I mixed up Romanian with English now, and I don't know why. But this is so inspiring and so touching, and I wish you all the best, and I support you, and I think everybody supports you with all our love, and this is incredible, because as little as we know these things, these woo-woo things, if you like, because everybody thinks, oh my God, it's so much woo, it's magical, it's not for me.
Exactly.
But
That's
they
the
are
phrase.
true,
That's
not
the
woo.
phrase exactly. Woo woo. Woo woo. No, you're absolutely right. And
So
you
the
know, it's
woo
only
is true.
recently, it was only recently, yeah, it was only recently, Andrea, that I heard that term woo woo, you know. And you're right, a lot of people, you see, but I don't blame them, because perhaps, now I must say, there was another experience in life, in some many years ago. A relationship that I was in fell apart, and I was introduced to Florence Scovel Shinn, and that book then transformed my life. And but then again, I fell back into a certain into a certain routine, and into a certain pattern, and so I left that off. But I must say that while I don't think I ever thought this was woo woo, because I saw the impact it had. But I do understand people who have not been exposed to it. I do understand their sentiment of it being woo-woo. But when you get into it and you feel and you experience the transformation that takes place, not just internally, but externally, the things you are able to manifest in your life, trust me, it goes from woo-woo to reality. That consciousness raising, that awareness that you can create the life that you want for yourself, trust me, it is such a powerful thing. So it's no longer woo-woo.
Yes, and now I got an idea for you. A program, if you want
Tell me.
to do something, program named from woo woo to reality, or something like this, because
From
it's
woo, I
catchy
love it.
and very beautiful.
I love it. I love that.
Yes,
Love it. From woo-woo to reality, I'm writing that.
Very well, very well. I
Literally.
love it too. Super.
Yes, perfect. Perfect.
Okay, okay. So I'm waiting to see what will come up to reality from this woo thing.
I got you.
Okay, let's go to our third question. Okay, what do you think, or what people told you that
Mm-hmm.
is your most fun and
Mm-hmm.
valuable talent?
Okay, well, I'm not sure if it's considered a talent, but what people tell me is that they love my energy. People always tell me, "Oh my God, you're always once we come around you, you make us feel happy. You are such fun to be with and fun to be around. So don't worry about all the woo woo and all of that. I am fun. I am big fun. I can be the life of the party in a very, very positive way. Even if Andrea, and would you believe I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert, but people cause me to be, I don't know. People tell me that I exude this energy that draws people to me. And so I'm forced to behave in an extroverted way, despite the fact that I am an introvert. So that's it. You know, that a positivity and a vibrancy. People tell me that. I don't know if that's a fun thing, it's a superpower, but it is what it is.
It is absolutely a talent. Not everybody has the positive vibes, and not everybody knows how to perform in a positive way so that everybody feels happy around them. So you are a chosen and a happy and a fun thing uh, being to be around it. And I really vouch when you are saying that you have positive vibes and you are the soul of the party. I vouch for that. And also, I vouch for you saying that you are an introvert, because I'm an introvert. Just that when I am with people that understand me and know me, I can be pretty extroverted and pretty happy and pretty positive, like a bee, you
Absolutely.
know. But I need my time to recharge. I
Absolutely.
need
Absolutely.
space. I need, you know. But yes, I'm an introvert, so I know what that
Yes,
feels like. So yes, you are
I know.
talented
I know. We
in
have
so many
shared
ways.
we have shared that in common before. We have shared that. Yeah, we have shared that.
Yes, we have. Yes, and that's why I think that's why we attracted each other. Me, you, me.
Absolutely. Absolutely 100%. 100%. We are we attract what we are. Law of attraction.
Absolutely. Okay, it's working like a charm or like magic. Now I
Absolutely.
got a little question for you that I didn't told you before because it's a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And I want
Mm-hmm.
to give your
All
advice
right.
to people here who doesn't show up, because you are
Mm-hmm.
consistent here, very consistent, and I love that you are trying your best to be consistent, and that needs to be a lesson for the people who doesn't show up. And can you tell me what made you show up? What is making you show up in here?
Well, couple things. Well, couple things. The people who do show up in the group continue to be a source of inspiration for me. There are some people in the group that show up, I would say, practically every day. The person that comes to mind, there are two people, three actually, people that come to mind that show up in no particular order. Maria comes to both Marias come live consistently,
Okay then.
consistently. Um, Particularly, I can't
Yes.
remember Maria's. I'm gonna say the more senior Maria. I don't want to use another term that could be misconstrued. the
Maria
older
Dorota,
Maria
yes.
comes practically every single day. Dorota, correct. She comes almost every single day, right? You come almost
She's a
every
force of nature.
single day. So Frankie, yeah, she is, isn't she? Frankie Kington comes almost every single day. There are some people, of course, Anshu, but the thing about it is that you all continue to inspire me to show up, right? And I'm not that, but that's not, those aren't the only people who are very consistent, but those are the names that come to mind now, that remain with me. And you all inspire me to come on, actually. And there's something that you said that, as I always say it, because it just has stayed with me. You encouraged the members to just come on, just come and press play. Don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. It's not a rule. Nobody's judging you. And I have learned that we don't come on here to be judged. We come on here to learn, to share, to grow, to inspire. And sometimes it is the smallest thing, the smallest comment, like press play. The smallest comment could have such a significant impact on the viewing audience. You just never know. You just never know. So come on, I would encourage you. That is my advice. Just don't overthink it. Come on. Just, there's this book called Atomic Habits. And one of the ways in which, by James Clear. James Clear is a world-renowned expert on habit forming, and it's a bestseller, that book, Atomic Habits. I urge everybody to get it. But one of the things that James Clear talks about is making habit forming easy by not putting undue pressure on yourself. So, for example, make it easy. Instead of, sometimes you tell yourself, okay, I want to read a book every night. I want to read a book a week. Or I want to do some reading, or let's say read a chapter of a book every night. I may say that. Rather than put all that pressure on yourself, you know what? Start by reading a page. Start by reading 2 pages. Read 2 pages. Just read. Say, I'm going to read. So you may or may not wish to make a wholehearted commitment to read a chapter, a book, or whatever, but just read. So you know what? You don't have to come on and talk for half an hour, for 15 minutes. As a matter of fact, you're not required to speak that long in an event. Some people come on and just say hello. They just pop in and say, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm watching you guys. I support you guys. Just come on, and you know what? Take the first step. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and that's it. No one's judging. This is a community of togetherness, of love, of learning and growing and sharing. And that's all we come here to do. So come on, guys. Come on. Just show up, say hello, introduce yourself, and take it one step at a time. No pressure. That's my advice.
No pressure. I love this. I adore this advice, because nobody's judging. And let me say to you and to everybody who listen this, you are your worst judge, because believe me, everyone has its own life to take care of, and its own business, its own problems to care for, not for you. So everybody judging himself, everybody says to himself, oh, who am I? So wait a minute, who are you not for speaking? Because you are already speaking. So share, because your story might change someone's life. You don't have to know it. Like Joanne did it, and she said it pretty well. You don't have to know, and you cannot possibly know who are your words going to affect upon. When I did say press that live button, I didn't have the clue that someone will be listen to that. I mean, was just a couple of words that I do. I just press live, and I'm froze because, well, I was froze in the beginning, but I just press live and okay, I'm talking to my camera now. What I say to my camera, Okay, hey, hello, I'm Andrea, blah, 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 but I'm talking, and that is practicing. So come on, nobody's judging, nobody is eating you, and we are all here to love you and encourage you and show your greatness. So thank you very much, Joanne. That was a beautiful piece of podcast. Thank you so much for your presence and for your wisdom. And I I gained not regain. I gained something tonight. Because it's nighttime for me here. Um, you said it's not about you. That this is the second time that I hear this phrase today. It's not about you, and you are perfect. This here in this group is not about me. It's not about Joanne. It's not about even Anshu. I'm sorry, Anshu, but it's not about you. It's about us, our togetherness. How did you say it? Our unity. So this is all about, because this era is about going global. And global, I don't mean fancy word because, oh my God, this global, what a sexy word. No, global means everybody, everybody in unity and in love. So thank you so much, John. It was very enlightenment here.
It was my pleasure. It was my pleasure to be here with you today, Andrea. Being in your presence is always, it's always such a beautiful experience. So thank you for having me on the podcast with you. And it was a delight to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much because you accepted. And now I should let you, because you have a plenty of day be uh, in front of you.
I really do. I do.
So thank you
Okay.
so much.
So bye for
And
now.
please watch
Yes.
this podcast. Bye. Love you. Bye
Absolutely.
bye.
Bye. Love you too. Bye.
Bye.